everybody. My name is Sharon614, and I actually, I just realized something, which is that I got paranoid again, and I've once again adjusted my audio. So, yeah, hopefully everything's gonna be okay in terms of audio. Let me actually get up onto the screen. There we go. Here we are. We're back in Stardew Valley, because, well, this is a game that I kind of got burnt out a bit on this game, but now I'm back. And we're just gonna play for a little bit. And talk about, well, whatever. I would have started the stream earlier, however, I was out to dinner with my family. So that was very nice. Had some pork chops. Weren't the best in the world, but oh well. Alright, so hopefully the audio is okay, although no one has showed up yet, so I really can't tell. I think the primary thing, the Egg Festival. Oh yeah, that. I think the primary thing I want to do today is I want to go mining. Right now I have, this is my farm. So you have different music in the background. I have the jazz music, and hopefully it's not too loud. Worst case scenario, I just adjust that downwards. So I'm trying out a new audio configuration for this, because I always seem to end up changing it. Something I am going to do is turn that down. I probably should not be adjusting these settings on stream, but oh well. Thank you for purchasing a coop upgrade. In addition to doubling the capacity of your coop, I've taken the liberty of installing an incubator. To use the incubator, simply place an egg inside the coop. If you have more space in your coop, the egg will hatch in several days. Thank you always for your business, Robin. Hey, yeah, so this is something that I bought. I bought this egg upgrade. And I have these chickens, which I have no idea how exactly I feed them up. I kind of established a theme with my chickens where I named them after the command and service modules that were used on the Apollo missions. So we have Spider, it's Apollo 9, lunar module, Gumdrop, Apollo 9 command module, and then Charlie Brown, Snoopy. The next one would be Columbian Eagle, Kitty Hawkin, and Terry, so on and so forth. But yes, we will. My primary objective today is to mine. Have this farm, which this isn't a particularly efficient configuration for a farm loadout. As you can see, I have a whole lot of sprinklers. Probably not the best in the world, but what the? I don't recall this being back here. What is this? Is this the incubator? Strange capsule. There's something fleshy bobbing around in this fluid. What do I do with this? Wait. I don't know. Anyways, let's plant some seeds. Let's plant some melon seeds. I think I have a mission. Actually, oh, those are for summer. Okay. Never mind. Turn the audio down a bit more. Yeah, I decided to go with jazz music for today, because I was getting kind of tired of the lo-fi playlist. Winter seeds, I don't need that. Tulip bulb, sure. J-Class fan, the Milwaukee Row. This is indeed a Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, and Pacific moment. How are you, J-Class? I'm glad that you have showed up today. I was actually, before I went out to dinner, I was actually continuing work on my reskins. The Seaboard Coastline STP-40Fs, my original idea is I was going to do a whole bunch and I'd release them as a part of a pack, but then I realized I just kind of want to release the STP-40Fs, like, now. So I need to spruce up the SCL ones a little bit, and then I don't know if I'll continue with the Georgia Arid one. Georgia Arid one's almost done. All right, so we were gonna go mining, and obviously we're gonna need everything that we need for mining. So copper pickaxe. I should probably get a pickaxe upgrade. We're gonna need food. Let's see. Any food that we can... Cave carrots? Sure, sure. And then we're gonna go by the, we're actually gonna go by the... I'm doing well, working on some film sets for a little project. Ah, I see. I actually might be starting a big video project soon as well. And I don't know if he's going to show up, but if Vlad shows up, I'd be interested to hear his thoughts, because it's the germ of the idea originated with an idea that he had. And although his idea is only a small aspect of what I want to make, it's basically something along the lines of, say, See No Evil, the thing that Ryan and Steven made a few Halloweens ago. You know, the with the people, instead it's not talking trains, it's actual people. And I had the idea... Oh, no. Quality crops bundle? That's what it needs. Okay. Where it's about basically the crew of a Penn Central coal train, on this, you know, secondary line way out in the middle of nowhere, slowly losing their minds, and it would end with one of the crew members attacking the other, in kind of a cliffhanger sort of deal. But yeah, I actually started writing the script. I will probably end up doing... I'll write the script, and I kind of want to do the art for it, to exercise those skills. And then I think Ryan offered to edit and film it for me, which was very nice. Let's see. I need gold. Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah. Is this where... I forget where exactly you get gold. In this. But we will just have to... Oh yeah, something I probably should have made is I probably should have made some bombs. If I'm gonna be honest. Hey, Michael. Hey, speak of the man. Vlad, I have an idea. And this idea is kind of inspired off of your idea about a Penn Central train crew, or Penn Central engineer. Yeah, it's inspired off of your idea about a Penn Central engineer going insane and the train starting to talk to him. But I basically have this idea. I have a synopsis. I'll be sure to send it to you. But it's... Oh, Lord. It's a story about a crew of a Penn Central coal train, specifically along the Egyptian line in southern Illinois, you know, backwoods secondary with not a lot of, you know, not well particularly maintained. And the basic idea is that over the course of the day, they slowly lose their minds. And, well, there'd be 4 characters in all in this story. Engineer, who's, you know, almost aloof to everything that's going on around him. You'd have the head-end brakeman in the locomotive, who's kind of a, you know, short-tempered, kind of mean, likes to yell over the radio. And then the caboose, you'd have the rear-end brakeman, who's kind of an eternal optimist, you know, even in the face of near constant nonsense, or not nonsense, harrowing happenings, I guess. And then you'd have the conductor, who's also in the caboose. And the conductor, something's not necessarily right with him in the head. And over the course of the day, as, you know, they continue going down this dilapidated secondary line with this coal train, they slowly begin to lose their minds. They can't get in contact with anyone in the outside world, like dispatch. They can't... it begins to snow real hard. The heating goes out in the caboose. Everyone's tempers flare up, and eventually at the end they're all yelling at each other, and, you know, they reach their 12 hours, but they're in the middle of nowhere. So it's going to be a long ass time before they can get a recrew. So they just sit and sit and sit all night. And eventually there's a standing derailment that happens on this embankment. And that's what causes the conductor, who has been going the most insane out of all of them. I want the caboose to start talking to him. So in reality, there's like exactly 5 voice roles in this script. The conductor goes insane and he snaps and he attacks the rear end brakeman, and it ends on a cliffhanger where the conductor and the head end brakeman finally reach the caboose, and they find the conductor having gone absolutely insane and nearly murdered. Basically, the body of the rear end brakeman is tossed over the embankment, bloody in snow, and it ends on like the final scene would just be the conductor with his just crazed out face. Kind of similar, and I told J-Class this, kind of similar to See No Evil, which was that story that Ryan and Steven did a few Halloweens ago. Yes, exactly. And as I said, I want to write it, and I want to do the art for it. Although Steven offered to do the art, I don't know. I don't know if I want Steven to do the art, and, you know, Steven's one of my best friends, and he did art for See No Evil, but, you know, I kind of want to try a hand at it, because, well, I drew my PNG thing, and I would like to practice. Make this a series? It wouldn't be a series, it'd just be a one-off sort of video. But, Ryan offered to film and edit it. I was thinking some of the other things that we would need. I would need a route. And the route that we were thinking, that me and Ryan were thinking, was Sandusky in Poland. We would spruce that up to make it look like an abandoned line. But the end shot would have to be its own custom route, because Sandusky in Poland doesn't have a kind of snowy wooded embankment that I would think of for the final scene. Actually, J-Class, I would love to have something like this for Brink. It sounds really good. Actually, J-Class, I know exactly when this is going to take place. And this is going to take place, because it actually plays into some of the dialogue that I want to have in this story. I'm going to try and keep the script very limited, only the absolute necessary amount of dialogue, because I don't want this thing to be too long. Because if it's too long, I'll never finish it. It's going to take place in the winter of 1976. So, say like January 1976, right before Conrail. And that's because one of the engineers, actually no, the rear end brakeman, he's an optimist. And I want one of these scenes to be him, you know, talking to the other engineers, because him basically saying, oh yeah, I've read the final system plan for Conrail, they want to upgrade this line. And that leads into an argument about, basically, you know, it's kind of a scene establishing our characters. You know, the rear end brakeman's obviously an optimist. He's like, yeah, Conrail's going to come in and fix up everything, and, you know, the head end brakeman is kind of, that establishes him as someone who really doesn't like other people and their opinions, and kind of short-tempered. 72 during Agnes? Nah. I know, I want it to take place late Penn Central. That also plays into the fact that, hey, the railroad has kind of completely gone to shit. Although, a Penn Central story during Agnes in 72, yeah. Because I have most of what I want to do in my head. Most of the story already down in my head, including a lot of the dialogue. I just have to actually go out and write it, and that's what I'm going to do after the stream. Actually, I'm going to start... I actually have the later scenes, the final scene, obviously, and the scene before that, where they're losing their minds, and, you know, because they've been sitting waiting for a recrew. I have the dialogue in that scene imagined out in my head too. So I think I'm actually going to work backwards. I'm going to start at the end, start writing at the end of the story, and then work my way backwards. I don't know. I've always found it. I've always found when I write. Do you want me to film all this? I can. I don't know. Because Ryan also offered to film, but he also offered to edit, and I know Ryan's he's been a bit worn out on train stuff. So if you want to film it. Up to you. Can actually, Vlad, what I was thinking, if you really do want to help out with this project, could you possibly modify some of the routes for me? Sandusky and Poland on DLS is preferably the one that I would want to use the most. And obviously the final two scenes are going to require their own little module, which wouldn't be that hard to put together. Yeah, I could whip up some stuff. And as I said, this isn't going to be a part of a larger series. This is just a one-off video. Maybe. A one-off little story. Because as I said, I don't have the attention span to make a series, or the dedication to make a full-on series. Agnes, we took the L. Yes, we did. It's 10:30 p.m. in game, obviously, not in real life. Alright, well, I guess it's time to go back. It's 10:30 p.m. in the game. How's my audio, by the way? Is the audio good? I would like to utilize the idea of crew. That's perfectly fine. You don't have the monopoly on this. The one thing that and your original idea kind of inspired me in this way is I'd want the caboose, not even the locomotive, just the caboose to talk to him. And it'd be maybe like one or to the conductor, but it'd be like 1 or 2 lines at most. As I said, I want this audio sign. That's good. As I said, I want this to be I want to try and limit myself. 5 pages preferable, 10 at most. Quick, like, not very long. To voice act in this? Yeah, I've been going back and forth on whether or not I'd want to actually voice act in this. As I said, there's only 5 voice acting roles. The engineer, the conductor, and the 2 brakemen, and also probably the caboose. But, yeah. I don't know. I'll know more when I get the actual script written, because as I said, the script, I started on it, but it's like the most bare bones start you can possibly imagine. Get a pretty crazy voice? I don't know, because the idea that I had for the engineer, the conductor character, is that the conductor character is very subdued. Not subdued, he's actually insane, but what I'm meaning is that maybe near the end, yeah, but initially he just starts off very calm, very collected on the outside, kind of like the engineer. Just kind of nods along, or maybe occasionally he'll have a throwback, and it slowly builds. He's not crazy off. Well, he is crazy off the bat, but it's not obvious to the people that, he's working with. Up to you. Once this is finalized, that's fair. That's fine. Yes, I'd be very glad for... Requires scythe? Oh yeah, it does. I don't know. Because I want Ryan to voice somebody. Because he's helping me make... Yeah, actually, if I were to get anyone to voice, it'd be the people who help me make it. So, possibly... Ryan, Steven, maybe you, and then I kind of want to get Jimmy to voice something as well. Maybe. As I said, only 4 voice roles, very, very limited story. And actually, what initially prompted this, interestingly enough, is... Oh yeah, requires a scythe. Oh yeah, I need a scythe. What initially prompted... Music seems kind of low. Let me turn it up a little bit. what initially prompted this entire idea is I have been going back, and maybe you've seen it in the general chat of my server. I have been going back, and I've been rewatching 311 from the beginning all the way. I think I just got to, and I started rewatching 311 mostly because I was bored and couldn't find anything else to watch. Yeah, I saw you watching 311 again. Yes, I was. And oh yeah, the egg festival is today. Well, let me just go ahead and plant all this stuff, and then we can go. Yeah, we can go to the egg festival. Yeah, I was, and I think I'm at Derby now. I just finished Trouble at the Interchange, which, if you want to have my thoughts on, 311, we can talk about that later in a bit. But yeah, I've been going back and rewatching 311. I was thinking, it kind of scratches that Train series itch again, Plus, I don't know if you know this, but Jimmy is the voice actor for Pickles. He's making a Tav episode, kind of as one of the first post end of 311 kind of, because we put 311 out to the fans and whatnot, and Jimmy decided, hey, I'm gonna make a Tav episode, and that's what he's doing. So it kind of scratched that Train series itch, and I considered, hey, maybe I could potentially pick up. I wouldn't want to pick up 311 again, although I did have one or two ideas for scripts. Oh fuck, I sold the cauliflower. I did not mean to do that. Okay. We need that cauliflower for the what's its name? Yeah, Ryan and Jimmy asked me to host that on my channel. Interesting, I didn't know that. I was actually going to ask Jimmy where you plan to upload this. But I didn't want to make a full series. I even toyed with going back and maybe remaking, actually making JNPT, which is my Ryan and I's original series. Let's buy some strawberry seeds. Seasonal plant? No, thank you. I already have most of this stuff. But then I quickly realized, hey, my experience with 311 is series are a pain in the ass, especially if you want to make anything decent. Or even not. 311 is okay. Even something like 311 in the early stages, like a simple series is a pain to make. And I realized I'm not gonna have the attention span to make an entire series. So what if I just make like a one-off thing? And I started thinking, okay, what could I make? What various ideas in my mind can I cobble together? And obviously, at some point, me and Ryan, that's another thing. Me and Ryan were going to make an anthology series on Penn Central, and that never came to be. Actually, one of the characters, the Head and Brakeman, is actually going to be picked straight from from that Penn Central anthology series that I actually started writing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Dude, I'm all for you making that Penn Central video. It legit sounds cool. I'm a huge fan of horror, so I'd love to see that. Interestingly enough, I ran this by Ellis, Admiral Ellis, the guy who made Iron Horseman, and he said, sounds like The Shining. It's like, I've never seen The Shining in my life. Personally, I'm not that big of a horror fan. I just found this idea kind of interesting. What's the backstory behind JNPT? JNPT was Ryan and I's first attempt at a series. I think we started production on it. The first voice call me and Ryan ever did. The first voice call me and Ryan ever did was, Punch isn't as good as last year, it's missing something. Oh yeah, there's different dialogue, because this is the second time this event has happened. Okay. And JNPT was Tales of the Jackson Nature Park Tourist Railroad. It was basically going to be a series on a tourist railroad, and we planned it out, and we wrote it, and I built a route, and then 311 came along, and we never made it. Until 1 or 2 years ago, we made the first episode just for kicks. And of course, JNPT is kind of a backstory. JNPT and 311 kind of exist in the same universe, but... Alright, let's actually, walk around and talk to people. A raven's egg. Okay. I was gonna go mining, but then I realized that this event was happening, so I just wanted to get my photo taken. Okay. Oh well. Let's just do the egg hunt. All right, boys, we're hunting eggs. That was in the Easter special, or the April Fool's special, Train EEGS, which is, I wrote the 311 Easter special, and I didn't even remember that until I watched it today. The highlight of today's festivity is the annual spring egg hunt. Okay, I lost this one last time I did it, so we gotta focus, boys. This is jazz music. Happy birthday? Yeah, it is. This is okay. The royalty-free playlist in the background is just one that I've used it several times for or portions of it several times for Short Lines Around Losing Comment. Yeah, Train Egg. You know what? Going back and rewatching 311, not as bad as I had led myself to remember it being. I know we like to use this word a lot, charming, and unironically, kind of is. Kind of is charming in a weird way. Come on, where are the eggs? There's an egg over there. Oh, 3 seconds left. I'm not gonna win. You may look back on 311 as a mistake and whatnot, but it's generally the funniest shit I've ever seen for a train series. And here's the thing. In rewatching 311, my opinion on 311 has vastly changed. I think near the end, near the end, even now, I still prefer, we probably should have made 311 instead of JMPT, or JMPT instead of 311, because JMPT was a far more better planned series out. Maybe the individual episodes wasn't as great, because with 311 we had the experience with JMPT, but I still probably would have preferred JMPT. You know what? 311 probably, it wasn't a mistake. 311 came along at the right place at the right time. And you know what? It is genuinely funny. I have found myself laughing out loud at a lot of the stuff in it. So, it is what it is. I don't, if you ask me, was 311 a mistake maybe like a month ago, I would probably say yes. But in rewatching the series, no, it's not. Are there things we could have done better? Yes. Should we have made JMPT? We probably should have made JMPT instead of 311. Or made JMPT after we made 311. Or the first 3 episodes. But, oh well. Y'all did good. If only I can get you... Yeah, you said that last year, Lewis. Who won? Not me. Of course. I think the prize for this is literally just a straw hat. And you know what? In rewatching 311, I am actually surprised at the amount of 311 content we actually were able to get out in total. Because, most series, technically 8 full episodes, right? But episode 7 combined is like an hour and 30 minutes long, which is way too long, by the way. We could have cut half the dialogue out of that episode and nothing would have been lost. And that doesn't count all of the specials and stuff like the Tidewater well, Tidewater exists in the series, but like the Tidewater crossover, the Tidewater Cannonball, all the smaller episodes like Trouble of the Interchange, which the Narrow Gaugers, I am so sad we didn't do more stuff with the Narrow Gaugers, because that was very nice. We pumped out a lot of 311 content, right? And you know what? There are only 2 series that I can think of, because most series, they don't really have, no offense, they don't really have a whole lot of content to them. Even stuff like Full Buccaneers, right? Like, there's far more 311 content than stuff like Full Buccaneers. there's only 2 series that I can think of that probably have equal or more content than 311. One being Iron Horseman, and Iron Horseman, of course, was probably Rob is technically the biggest inspiration for 311, which I find kind of funny. But the biggest inspiration besides Rob and the mess that Rob was Iron Horseman. At the very last scene of 311, which is the thank you scene, that's on the Iron Horseman route where Ryan's going away with Rainbow Connection. That's on the Iron Horseman route, and he thanked me and he thanked Ellis, and that's the #1 inspiration. So I'm glad we have that connection. And just to kind of share something, if Ryan he's told me if he goes back, if Ryan and Ellis have both told me if they get the inspiration, they wrote a 311 Iron Horseman crossover, and that's if they ever get the desire to make it again, that's what they're gonna make. But yeah, I'm surprised about the amount of content we were able to put out for this. It's in retrospect, I find it all great. Not gonna lie, I think I jumped into a major series far too early. I should have started smaller. Kind of proud of what me and Jay did, but I should have started smaller. And you know what? 311 greatly benefited Queen of Sauce. Hash browns, I like hash browns. This one's simple, but that's a good thing. You just want to shred some potatoes, add a liberal amount of salt and fry to perfection in your favorite high heat oil. Got some pointers to make your job a lot easier. You learned how to cook hash browns. Ayo, let's go. 311 greatly benefited for having me and Ryan's experience with JMPT coming before that. Because while I still say we probably should have made JMPT instead of 311, 311's scripts, I think the first episode of 311 was maybe like 15 to 20 pages long. There were some of the longest episodes of JMPT were the length of the shortest, I guess, main, what we labeled as episodes, 311 episodes. So I'm glad to have that experience. And if I'm gonna, I have loads of advice for people going into making Talking Train series, and obviously this is stuff that I've reiterated death before, but another one that I would recommend is probably start small. Don't try and make your magnum opus, start with a short story or something like that. Or even, if not like a short story, start with shorter scripts just to get a handle of actually how to write stuff. Actually, let's make... Fuck it, we're gonna make hash browns. Do I have... I know how to cook absolutely nothing. Susquehanna or Penn Central series. There's been a few attempts at series looking at specific historic railroads. Legend of Big Blue that Conroe Fan 76 made was one, and I know my opinion of that at the time is probably a lot different than what it is now, but it wasn't actually bad for what it is. For what it was. It was just... Which is a shame, because Ian's not actually... He's not bad when it comes to making content. He just strives for perfection, which I think leads to him thinking that everything that he makes is significantly worse than it actually is. Just kind of a shame. Well, the Susquehanna one's going to be more of a joke along the lines of 311. I mean, I guess so. Speaking of 311, I did say if I ever actually wanted to go back and make a 311 thing again, which probably not, but just in case. Penn Central one would be more serious. I mean, me and Ryan were going to make a Penn Central series at some point. It would be kind of... Because in the finale, it's revealed that 311 was actually just a show. Nothing in the 311 universe is actual... It all takes place, but it all takes place within... You're watching a TV show, and the characters in 311 are aware that they're in a show. Hence the series getting canceled at the end. But, what? The what's it called? if I were to go back and write another script for 311, I would want to write a script of kind of like one of those urban exploration videos, or like something along the lines of like a Bald and Bankrupt video, where it's some YouTube influencer. I specifically thought of like the Mike character from the early series, the Milwaukee Road Jeep, who appeared in like 1 or 2 episodes and then never showed up again. Aside from the, you know, one thing in episode 7 where it was revealed that he went off and did whitewater rafting. He's now an influencer or a travel vlogger, and he's going and exploring the abandoned R&D center. So, okay, let's stop wasting time and actually. Susquehanna requires me to scream into a microphone like I'm drowning. Oh gosh. Gold nodes spawn at floors plus 80. Okay. Hey! Poppy here. I was, I got emotes commissioned. Because right now my emotes are just the chipper emotes. Why am I... Oh yeah, I have to go to the community center. My emotes are just random stuff that I can find, but I actually got proper ones commissioned, and the artist was like, hey, here they are now. Which is, very fun. Alright, gentlemen. Oh wait, fuck. Okay, what? I needed a cauliflower for something. I don't remember. This is what I like about this game. I still need to finish the Among Us script. Oh yes, I did need to spring a cauliflower. Speed grow fertilizer, that'll be useful. Okay. Hey, green apple, get out of the way. Still need to finish the Among Us script. Oh yeah, so if you finish that, there will be, I know there was some person who was supposedly trying to continue the series, but oh well. And then obviously Jimmy with his Tob, he's making a Tob episode, and then the Among Us. So that's very good. All right. Gold spawns at plus 80. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, where does it spawn? Alright. I need the gold. Ugh. Let's see, what else could I potentially talk about in terms of... I don't know. I've been, because I'm actually moving soon. I'm still staying in the same area that I am, I'm just moving to a smaller house. But I've been going through the process. Honestly, I'm enjoying the writing lore a lot more than I am the dialogue. What, like, in the game? Or, like, in the like... Do you enjoy me talking about 311 more than actually watching 311? Is that what you mean? Because 311 is fascinating. This is something that dominated Ryan and I's life for 5 years, counting JNPT 6. Oh fuck! I died. I wasn't even paying attention. Fuck. Oh hi Linus, thank you for saving me. He doesn't like writing scripts for Fallen Flags. What did I lose? I'm restarting the day. I'm sorry. I'm being a save-scumming idiot. I'm gonna... No, he doesn't like writing scripts for Fallen Flags, which is valid. Writing scripts falls off the cliff face. Writing good lore documents takes things like 50 pages long. It's weird, because there was only a few scripts that I wrote for 311 strictly by myself. I wrote... For 311, I wrote the April Fool's Day special, and I wrote the Halloween special. And those were the two that I only strictly wrote by myself. Everything else, I was either Ryan or someone else like Jimmy wrote it just by themselves, or I wrote it alongside with Ryan, and I was... What am I trying to say? Only 2 scripts I wrote exclusively by myself. Most of the scripts are mostly written by Ryan or other people like Jimmy with me, either as basically as kind of co-writer. So I totally understand scripts being because writing a script takes time and it takes a lot of thoughts. So I totally understand not writing a script. And personally, I find, and that's why I am going to be writing this Penn Central thing by myself. But with the Penn Central thing, I'm intentionally keeping it short. It's far more easier, I've realized, to, and this is the mistake that we made specifically with episode 7, which is length does not mean it's good. Just because something's long does not necessarily mean, and full of detail, does not necessarily mean that it makes a good story. If you are apprehensive, if you want to make a series but are apprehensive towards writing scripts, either A, you can probably find a friend who will write with you as co-writer or even for you. But if you are making a series and you're apprehensive about writing scripts, my best tip is to keep them short. Because that just goes in general. Generally, you can probably tell the stories that I like. I tend to like shorter stories because they're easier to understand, they're easier to work with, and you get the point. Even in certain cases, you get the point across better. So, writing lore documents, when we made JNPT, Ryan wrote most of the scripts. I edited them slightly, and then I wrote the lore doc for JNPT and stuff like that. So yeah, I can see what you mean. Let's go to the mines. We can go deposit that cauliflower later on. I just realized I do not have any food. Well, no, I have... Oh yeah, I can technically eat a dandelion. You know what I should have brought? I should have brought some bombs. Why am I watering this rock? Okay. Or I just gotta be careful. I gotta focus. Hey, there we go. Yeah, I should have brought some bombs with me. Ugh. Come on. I need a stupid ladder down. I'm only like half paying attention to the game. The other half I am, well, now that no one's talking, I'm not like paying attention to chat. But yeah, I could talk about the lore of 311 for a while. I mean, these last few streams have been very like, yeah, here's what happens when me and Ryan decided one day, Guilford U33C? Okay, what about it? This is what happened when me and Ryan, that fateful day when Ryan sent me a big project master doc. Come on. I have nothing to eat. Can I make a bomb? No, sad. Can I eat this dandelion? The Milwaukee Road. That was a joke that used to be funny. Then it just got overused. Hey, we are getting the gold. How much gold do I have? Only 7? Now it's Rock Island. I thought it was Grand Trunk. What the fuck are those things? Oh my gosh. Okay, we are leaving. 6325, return to Steam. Actually, I'm curious. A Clint. Steel pickaxe requires 5 iron bars. I have that. Alright, let's return to the mines. I probably should have brought some food along with me. I need a better pickaxe and probably a better sword as well. Actually, let's go to the Adventurers Guild and then we'll go to the what the fuck is it called? The stupid the community center. I know where things are. It's locked, open 2 p.m. Okay, I guess we're going to the community center first. Nah. Yeah, after this I'll get started writing the Penn Central thing. How is Stardew Valley? I really recommend this game. And part of the reason why, because a lot of the other games I play, like Kerbal Space Program, although I haven't been playing as much KSP recently, or Trains, require a lot of, or like EU4, for example. I've been playing Europa Universalis game as Muscovy and whatnot in my spare time. A lot of those games require a lot of focus. Like, Trains is not a game that I can really play casually, right? I mean, I can if I'm just running stuff around on like a route or something, but I don't really do that all that much. If I'm reskinning or, you know, when I get the attention span and pop into Gulfport every 10,000 years, you really need to be focused, right? Same with something like for Kerbal Space Program. The Stardew Valley, I would recommend this game. It's a slow game. The game doesn't go particularly fast. So, but I would recommend this game if you just want to find a game where basically you can turn your brain off for a while and just, you know, casually play when you're, you know, after a long day and at work and you're just exhausted. You know, Slime Rancher filled that same kind of thing for me for a while, for a good 6 months, and then I got through all the content in that game, and I'm just waiting on updates for the second one so I can play it again. I still absolutely adore that game for what it's worth. Okay. Do I have any armor? I completely forgot. But yeah, if you're just looking for something to, Tundra boots. Why am I wearing Tundra boots? Okay. Level 2 sword. What is this? Is this a level? That's a level 3 sword. Oh, okay. Bone sword? We can get this level 5 sword, which I've just immediately spent all my money on. What I need to do is I need to save up for, like, chickens and whatnot. I need to save up for that. Yeah, let's go home. Town, bus stop, because I live next to the bus. What time is it? 9:04? We'll be going for about 50 minutes. As I said, this was never going to be a particularly long stream. Why am I not wearing these Firewalker boots? Okay, I just have this equipment with me. I don't need that. I've just been hoarding. It's like in Minecraft, you hoard mob drops and stuff like that. Except in Stardew Valley, most of the stuff like bat wings and slime are not particularly useful. I mean, they kind of are. There are recipes that use them, but... Alright, Templar's Blade, yeah, I need that. And let's just put I don't know why I have a lead rod. Yeah, I just need to start to smelt all of these things down. Do I have any... It might be a bit late, but I'm actually gonna go to... Oh, wait, you actually need to... Hold up. You need to water these things? These are rice shoots. These are... Or maybe some... Actually, you know what happened? A crow came by and plucked one of those up. I need hay. So let's just go down here and hope that the farm shop is actually open. I hope it's open. Is it open? Nobody's here. Okay. Shit. Oh well. But yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up the stream in a bit. I didn't, as I said, I did not want to stream for particularly long. Mostly because I started late, and I want to go work on that script. So there will be more updates for this script. The more I no, it's fine. There will be updates for this script the more I actually continue on with it. Just keep me posted. Yes, yes, I will. Hey. Oh. Yeah, I need to make more of those. And I need more coal, which means that I need to make charcoal. Luckily, I have this charcoal thing over here, which allows me to make charcoal. Just standing here, smelting. Yeah, more copper. Coal. Actually, gotta go. Gotta grind out the Gopher D33C I'm working on. That's fine, Vlad. Thank you for showing up. I am very glad that you came to watch today. Let's see. Was it a third? It's Friday night. Not a single person enjoyed the chill stream. Thank you. Not a single person that I am following is streaming right now. Oh well. We're just gonna sit here and just wait for these to smelt. Huh. So. Okay. Actually, no. I'm not gonna wait here on stream just for a billion years. I'm actually just gonna end the stream now. How long do we go for? 56 minutes? That's perfectly acceptable. That's about as much time as I thought I would do. New crafting recipe, egg press. Okay. Alright. Well, anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. Anyways, thank you all for watching. And, I would like to thank everyone who showed up. So, that would be just Vlad and J-Class. Who the hell has the Milwaukee Road emoji? Jersey Central 883. Hey, it's Rick from JMPT. Okay. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on Sunday for probably some Team Fortress 2. Thank you all, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.